Internet. I'm Insane Lane, as well as a Canadian girl. And today we got a good one. Fake UPS driver arrested. Viewers are shocked. This one is just for funsies, because this may be the funniest body cam video I see all year. I watched the first 2 minutes and genuinely asked a few people if this was a parody, because I didn't see how it could not be a parody. You'll see what I mean. There's serious stuff that happens in this, and I am going to make a few serious comments, but for the most part, this is just hilarious.
On February 16, 2025, deputies responded to a report on a suspicious person wearing a UPS uniform who was prowling around the neighborhood. During the investigation, deputies found a firearm on the suspect, along with burglary tools.
Prowling is just one of those awesome words.
Are you associated with that black car over there? Because we got a suspicious person call. Do you live around here?
Oh, that black car right there?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm sorry.
Okay. Do you live around here?
No, I'm going door to door. I'm doing a photography thing.
How long have you been parked over there?
Doing a photography.
Do you have an American flag mask? Is that an American flag mask? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So is that your car? You haven't been parked there for 8 hours?
No, not at all.
Okay. Do you have some ID on you?
Did I do anything wrong?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I literally got here. I can show you.
You want to give us your you have your ID or not? So you're being audio and video recorded.
Oh, yeah.
Is this your house?
No, I'm going door to door.
Do you see there no soliciting sign? Yeah, come on, step over here. How come you're dressed in a UPS uniform?
It's a joke. It's about...
Yeah, get your ID out. It's very funny. Sit down. This is weird.
Do you have any guns or weapons on you?
No.
I agree, this is weird.
I don't
Put your
have
hands on the
anything.
truck.
I didn't do anything wrong.
You're being detained. Sit down. Sit down. Otherwise, you're going into handcuffs. There's two ways to do this. This isn't Seattle. Get your ID out.
My ID is in my car.
Okay.
Okay, the cops are being a little aggro, but what does he mean by this isn't Seattle? Like, where are we that you need to say this is not Seattle? I believe Seattle is in Washington State, I want to say. Not the best at geography. I apologize if I'm wrong.
Okay. Put your hands right here.
Okay, sir, I'm not.
Put your hands on there.
Okay, she's doing it.
I'll tell you what you look like. You look like a prowler.
What is it?
Put your
Okay.
hands on there. You're gonna get dumped on the ground. You understand that?
Don't need to be so aggro.
Prowler is someone who goes door to door checking to see if houses are gonna be unoccupied.
Daylight?
Yeah.
You're wearing UPS uniform.
Face tattoos, or is that the mask?
Stop talking. You want me to answer some questions, right? So I'm explaining to you what a prowler is. That is a prowler. You're wearing UPS and you're not even UPS.
Yeah, the cop in
You're
the...
parked there for 8 hours. You're walking. You're coming from a drug house.
Yeah.
So stop.
Okay, so he just said
What's
it's...
your last name?
Okay, so the officer in the beanie 2 cat, who by the way is on 100 and really doesn't need to be, just said that she's coming from a known drug house, so hence the suspicion. Also, yeah, wearing a UPS uniform when you do not work for UPS, very, very sussy. Like, they're 100% right to think that this person is up to something, especially if they've been parked on the street that you don't live on for several hours. Yeah, that's sus. Like, this whole thing is sus. They're completely right. I would just prefer they tone it down a little bit.
Spell it.
But that's me being Canadian.
First name.
What's all this? Is
It's
it a
just,
weapon?
no.
Put your hands on there.
Okay.
You want to go to the
I'm
ground?
sorry,
Knock
sir.
it off.
I'm sorry.
Middle and name. Birthday.
Oh, pardon, look at this. You're getting detained. Put your hands in your bag.
Okay, so they just found a gun. Yeah, you just happen to find a gun. Right before you encounter cops. You just happen to find a gun. Totally believable.
You done with your frisk or no?
But also, I'm not okay with him just putting, what they believe to be a loaded gun just on the hood.
Are you a felon?
No, yes. I didn't know that.
Oh, look at
Felon
that.
with a
Felon
gun.
in possession of a firearm.
I didn't know that was a real gun. I've never seen a gun that small. I just found it, sir.
Yeah, right.
Alright.
You're definitely
What are you
going
doing?
back to jail.
What are you doing?
Now we get the world's fakest seizure. Like, come on, I've seen a lot
That
of
is the
people
worst
fake.
fake seizure I have ever seen. Knock it off.
True. Okay.
Step out of it. You're having a seizure. I want to make sure you're okay.
Okay. There's two things going on here. One, big ups to the cop for calling that the world's fakest seizure because he's right. That is bad fake seizure. I've seen a lot of people fake seizures. That was a bad one. But also, what this cop is doing right here is abuse because he is well aware that she is not having an actual seizure. And somebody who is having an actual seizure, grinding your arm into their chest, he's doing a sternal rub, which is extremely painful and is designed to like help people get back to consciousness or see if somebody is faking. But he's saying like snap out of it. Doing that is not going to get somebody out of a seizure. All you're going to do is hurt them. And since he knows that this is fake, the only thing he's doing right now is causing her pain to stop her behavior, which he has no right to do. She wants to lay on the ground and flop like a fish and look like an idiot. She has that right. So, to me, this is excessive force and abuse, but feel free to disagree with me. Again, the seizure's totally fake, and I get why people find this funny. This one thing in particular, I don't find funny, but the rest of it is still hilarious.
Breathe. Oh,
Then stop
Okay,
pretending
having
to
a
have
seizure doesn't
because you're not having a
always
seizure.
result in stopping breathing either. It can. Like, you do need to protect people's airways and stuff on a real seizure. But, so this cop is trying to, like,
We have one
unload
fake
this
seizure.
gun.
Can you send fire?
And it's,
Stop.
and he calls for EMS because they have to. This is a weird, can we just say, this is a weird little gun. I don't know anything about guns, but I would like to know what kind this is. I think it's, for my 2 cents, I would think it's maybe like old, like it's an antique because I've never seen one like it. Like honest to God, I'm thinking this is a fake gun at this point because I'm thinking this is a lighter or a BB gun or just a prop. Because also the trigger is very weird. But again, I think it's probably just old, but I don't know what kind of gun this is. If you do know, please let me know because I it's pretty. Like I can respect it. Like that's to me, guns are things that are pretty. Okay. Again, Canadian. Don't want to own one. Don't want to shoot one, but I can appreciate the art. But
Affirmative.
he's trying to unload it and doesn't know how. Which, aiming it at himself. Don't do that. Okay.
I'm still trying
get.
to figure out how to unload this.
Okay, officer, I understand you don't want a loaded gun in your presence, so you want to unload it. But if you don't know how, because again, this is like a weird gun. I've never seen anything like it. So if you don't know how, stop fooling around with it. And certainly don't be aiming it at yourself because he's like aiming at his own leg right now. And when you're loading or unloading a gun, it can go off even if you're not touching the trigger. That's why in a lot of police departments, you'll see they have like a red tube that says like ballistics on it, and it aims into like a foam pit or a rubber ball pit or something to catch a bullet. And when they're loading and unloading their guns, they put it down the chute in case it goes off so that the bullet is contained and it doesn't hurt anyone. So this is terrible gun safety on the part of this officer. Absolutely bad. And again, if you don't know, I'm sure there's somebody in the department who's a firearms expert. Call them up and be like, hey, can I get officer so-and-so to come back me up? We got a weird gun. Or just secure it. Put it in a gun case or something safe and take it back to the station where you can secure it and like maybe Google them. There's numbers on it. Google the numbers and find a video on how to unload it.
What's the problem with you?
I can't breathe.
Well, now your car's
Just
just
take some slow, deep breaths. Did you
Yeah.
get a good frisk? Make sure she doesn't have any other guns
I'm still
on there.
working on it because I don't want to get poked or stuck or
I
shot.
understand that.
Okay, please don't put your hand around it like this. You're going to blow your hand off, please. Also, like, if you don't know how to unload it,
Did
you don't
you
know if
use
there's a
drugs today?
safety or if it's on or off. If it has one.
Listen,
Like, some guns don't have a safety.
I will tell your car. So stop.
Okay, yeah, good.
Did you use
Good
any
to
drugs
put it
today?
down.
I can't breathe.
You're wearing like 57
There's
layers.
nothing obstructing your airway.
I think she does have like neck pads.
Not that.
Then what is it?
Okay, why are you rubbing on her
What is it?
chest?
Sorry, too.
What's
Like
the
that-
matter?
Like, why are they doing that? It doesn't
Keep her in the recovery position.
help with
That's
anything.
weird. Stop.
Otherwise, what? I'm still trying to figure out how to
Oh,
render the
still-
fucking safe.
Yep, this cop he just wants
That's a
to
good
crack
point.
the
I should
code of
have
this
Narcan
gun.
in the
It's like
back.
solving the puzzle. So now they're worried that she's overdosing. So going for the Narcan, which
Are
A
you gonna
plus.
stop being stupid or what?
I'm going to jail anyway.
Are you gonna be slow?
Yeah, you're a felon in possession of a gun. You're going to jail.
So can you stop faking seizures? Can you stop faking medical? So were you faking a seizure? Yes or no? It's not illegal to. Just tell me the truth. Were you
Oh, they already
just
called
faking
for
a seizure or
EMS, so
not?
they got to show up.
Were you just faking a seizure? Okay. You're gonna put your hands up.
So do you need this Narcan or not? So I won't waste my life-saving medical supplies on this bullshit.
Yes. But good for going for it because they thought there was like imminent threat. This is good.
Obviously, I don't know
So
where the
did
heck
you-
you think you are.
I did
We're
it.
not in
Okay.
Seattle. Just let me talk. Let me
Okay,
talk.
what?
Did we?
I really want to know. And he's still playing with it. This cop just wants to solve the puzzle of this gun so bad. But other cop, what is your problem with Seattle? Like, they got tossed salads and scrambled eggs. Seattle is good. I honestly wonder, after thinking about it for a few minutes, the only thing I could possibly come up with was, wasn't it in Seattle a couple years ago that a bunch of protesters like took over a couple of blocks like downtown and called it like the Chaz or the Chop or something, and it was like a police-free zone, and they just took it over for a few weeks, partied it up, you know, had quite the little community going on. It's one of those things I wish I could have been a part of, honestly. You know, and then eventually it broke up and everybody went home. So, and a lot of people were pissed off that the city like let that happen or go on for a few weeks because basically it pointed out the inevitable that, you know, whether you know you police by consent or not, you police by consent. If enough people tell the cops like you have no authority here, well, then they don't. You know, and I think that's what got a lot of people was that, you know, they felt like it was disrespectful or something. So maybe that's what he's referencing. But, you know, let it be. You're not in Seattle. It says they're in like Pierce County. I don't know where that is. But
We get a finish.
Stop.
Did we finish a weapons first?
I'm working on it.
Okay,
I'm sorry.
you need to stand up.
I can't stand up.
You're gonna stand up because you had one gun on you. We're gonna make sure you don't have another one. Now spread your feet apart and stand there.
that is
Stop
a
playing
valid
games.
point. Yeah. Where you find one weapon, the odds that you will find more, probably very high.
Do you have anything else on you other than a gun?
I found that, you guys. Like, I didn't know it was a real gun. It didn't look like anything I've ever
Yeah, nobody's going to believe that. It is weird looking. But again, he's aiming it right into his hand. Dude, you're going to blow your hand off.
Wow, you did 11 years in prison. That's amazing.
11 years. Oh, I missed that the
Obviously,
first
11 years
time.
wasn't
Okay.
long enough for you to learn.
Listen.
She did
you have the right
11
to
years.
remain
I think
silent.
that is a
Anything you say
tattoo.
can be used
Yeah,
against
that's a
you in court.
tattoo.
You have the right to speak to an attorney and to have an attorney present with you
Yeah,
while you're being questioned.
Good for
If you can't
reading
afford
her
to hire one,
rights.
one will be appointed to represent you prior to questioning if you wish.
I think
You
it's like a
understand your
feather.
rights as I've explained them to you.
Yeah, he said I might not
Okay,
go to jail.
you're being audio and video recorded. Having your rights in mind, do you want to make a statement?
Okay, if
You're
you
being
are
hostile.
a
I'm asking if you want to
felon,
make a statement.
So listen, this is your time.
if you are a felon, she said she did 11 years in jail, that she is a felon, and she's been caught with a gun. That's very serious. That could send her back to jail for a long time. They just read her rights. If you really did 11 years in jail and you're a felon, you know this is your moment to shut up. This is your moment to shut up and get a lawyer. That's the only thing you should be saying is, I reserve my Fifth Amendment right to be silent. I need a lawyer, and I'm done talking. Hello. We've been joined by a puppy. Okay, I'm trying to settle you and make sure you don't mute me again, which you have a habit of doing. He thinks this lady's too funny, too. And yet this cop shouldn't be pointing the gun at himself, right? Because you're a smart puppy. He knows things.
To be honest and be straightforward with my partner, I don't want to talk to you. You pissed me the fuck off.
Okay.
You had a gun, you're a felon, you're faking stuff.
Okay.
And the fire department's gonna come over here. These people are taxpayers. You're wasting their time and money. So how about you talk to my partner, be honest, with
Okay.
your rights in
So
mind.
let's start with question one. You don't live here. Why are you walking around on people's houses dressed like the UPS driver?
I went to go check out and see what the burnt house looked like.
The burnt house.
I was just looking at the burnt house.
Okay.
I didn't break in.
Did you were going into the burnt house?
I didn't go in.
Why
I,
did,
I
is it your house?
No, I just heard about it. They said it was super fried, and I just wanted to look at it.
How long have you been here?
Uh-huh.
Literally, I promise you, like an hour and a half tops.
Okay. So the people that said you've been here for 8 hours are lying to me.
I promise on everything. Like I'm not gonna lie to you.
Handcuffs.
Where'd you get the UPS costume?
My friend had it.
Why are
She
you
used to
wearing
wear
it?
that. I just feel like people won't like look at me. I just wanted to
So
see
to
the house.
conceal your presence in the neighborhood, you're dressed like the UPS driver.
Uh-huh.
So what are
wasn't
you
trying
doing
to
that you're not
steal
supposed to be
anything.
doing if you need to dress in a disguise?
I just
Uh-huh.
didn't want to draw any attention when I was looking at the house.
Where did you get this gun?
Uh-huh.
I promise you, I didn't know it was real, sir.
Where'd you get it?
Over there.
Over where?
By Brady Park, over by, do you know where Barry, he's an older guy, is it like a trap house over there?
Where in what?
Well, you just know where all the
Very
things
rich.
are at.
And
Do you
where
need
did
to
you
go
find
bark
it?
at something?
It was,
Oh, yes, he does.
like,
Okay,
getting
whoa.
going by one of the
Whoa, there is need
four
to
tall
park.
trees over there, and I mean, there's drug addicts. I did not know that was real, sir.
Okay.
I'm a felon, and
Yeah, it's real.
Okay.
It's loaded.
What are we barking? Didn't hear anybody knock, but I got headphones. Okay, I think we're okay.
So why are you carrying it around on you?
Oh, you got it.
Sell it or something. I thought it was
That's
like
real.
an ivory antique or something. I didn't even know how to open it.
Okay, it's obviously
Okay.
a firearm.
So you got it open, and yes, there's real bullets in there.
Like,
I really was
I
surprised
don't
that it was a
believe
real
you found
gun.
this out in the elements. It's not rusty enough to have been left out in the forest.
I mean, I don't know how
Where did
long
you
it was
find it?
there. I promise you, that's how long. I promise you, there's drug addicts and stuff there all the time. Like I don't know if someone stole it or what.
Okay, so this is clearly labeled as a firearm. It says high standard Derringer 22 Magnum.
Oh, I've heard of a
You
Derringer.
didn't, but you put it in your pocket, right?
I
Why do you have handcuffs?
Because I'm a fuck up, guys.
No, that doesn't make any sense. Why do you have handcuffs? It's
Yeah.
not because you're a fuck up. Why are you carrying a pair of handcuffs around in disguise, wearing gloves, carrying a gun?
Oh,
It doesn't look good, does it?
no.
What is this?
It's a pipe thing. Me and my girlfriend do so.
Oh, so the handcuffs are kinky. So why do you have them on you?
You got anything
I've
else
been
on
trying
you?
to get into rehab.
Okay.
I have. I just went to DSHS 2 days ago, and I got my insurance put back together. I don't want to go back to prison, sir.
That's not
Well,
up to me.
then you shouldn't have been
whether
carrying
you
a
go back to
gun.
prison or not.
Can you not send me to jail? Like I'll do anything. Like anything. I'll do anything. I can't.
So here's the problem we have. Okay, is you're in a neighborhood you
still,
don't
like,
live in,
finding
dressed in
weapons. I think
disguise
that was
with
a
loaded
knife.
gun in your pocket, wearing gloves, with a face mask on, dressed like a UPS driver. What the fuck are you doing?
I don't.
Fair question.
I'm bored. I don't have any
You're
friends.
bored?
I don't do anything.
It looks like you're fixing to kidnap
I
somebody.
wasn't, sir, I promise.
Good puppy.
I promise. I just don't
Good
know
bark bark.
how to be normal
Good
in this
boy.
It's so much fun. I don't want to go back there.
I think they finally got to the bottom of the pockets.
I go to jail right now. They're gonna send me back there.
That's not my problem. I'm not the one that was doing what you're doing. That's you. No, absolutely not.
Not on a
Never
felon
got
with a
one
gun.
I started using it 8 months and I went to prison
Okay,
for
well
10
then you
years.
shouldn't be running around with a loaded gun in your pocket if
I
you're a
didn't
convicted
know.
felon.
Yeah. Oh, hi. Yes.
Oh,
Yes, you're a good boy. Yes, you are.
She's
See, now
acknowledged that she
EMS
was
is
facing a
here.
seizure. If you're good with that verbal, then there doesn't need to be any evaluation.
Okay, you don't want your blood pressure taken or anything like that? Okay, all right.
Okay, you're gonna have a seat in the back of the car, and just so you're aware, there's a camera back there that's
Please,
gonna be recording.
They got to, show up and leave, but Still a waste of their time.
I literally was doing drugs for 6 months. But I went to prison for 11
Oh, I hear a
years.
kitty.
Okay.
11 years.
What has that to do with this?
I'll get you in a minute, kitty. What do we have left? We have 2 minutes left. Okay, kitty will be fine.
Well, that doesn't matter to the fact that you're also
He's in the
lying.
bedroom
You're
and
out here
wants
stealing
out.
shit or burglarizing a house. I'm not an idiot.
I would never
Then
get
why are you
Yeah.
dressed like a
away.
UPS driver in the middle of the day wearing gloves?
Why would I?
I don't know why you would do this.
Yeah,
thing.
she's
You're
also
not-
wearing like
Yeah, I know.
so many layers, and it's not that cold.
8,000 times. Sit down in the car. There's a camera back there filming you. You're under arrest for felon in possession of a firearm.
Yeah, I would 100% say she was looking to break into houses and steal stuff. She said she has a drug problem. She's wearing a disguise like a UPS driver. Like they said, is going to blend in because you expect to see a UPS driver delivering stuff, so people aren't going to question. But clearly somebody did, and it's probably a good thing they did. But yeah, it is next level stupid if you are a felon, did a decade in jail, and you're carrying a gun. Like, honestly, how young would she have been? Because she doesn't look that old to me.
Oh.
And she did admit to being at the burnout house.
Oh,
So this
she's.
is
So now we have a
So I
neighbor.
see this.
Yeah.
So she's going all the way, right? Going there, and then there.
I'll go talk to her.
Okay, so she's even on video, like, going up to and looking into, like, multiple houses.
I thought you told me you didn't go in that burned down house.
Oh.
Homeowner's got video of you.
I didn't go inside
There's
of it.
cameras there.
I did
What
not
are you
go
doing on the
inside of it.
property?
There we
I
go.
was just looking at it.
Why? Is it your house?
No, sir.
Then why are you looking at it?
I didn't go inside.
You went on the property. For
I
what?
I was just looking at the burn stuff. I
For
didn't
what?
go inside.
Why?
I don't know. I was bored.
All right.
I,
Done with
I,
this.
I'm not.
The suspect was arrested and booked on multiple charges, including possession of a firearm by a felon, attempted burglary, criminal impersonation, and possession of burglary tools.
That is a lot. So I have a feeling she went back to jail for probably a couple of years at least, based on all that. But this is a good one on the cops. They were a little heated. The one cop in the beanie hat was a little heated, and again, the rubbing on her chest I don't like. There was no reason to do it. And the other cop needs a serious lesson in firearm safety. Like, I hope he was wearing a vest, but there were a couple of times he absolutely, if that gun had gone off, it was like this, or multiple times it's in his hand. He could have blown his hand apart. Like, a little bit of gun safety, please. Please. Other than that, both cops are getting a B+. As for the title, fake UPS driver arrested, yeah. And I'm sure UPS would like to know where she got that uniform. You know, a friend had it. I highly doubt that friend actually worked for UPS, or if they do, they won't after this comes out, because you can't be lending your uniform to people so they can commit crimes. Okay, kitty, I'm coming. That'll do it for me. If you're new here, please like, comment, and subscribe. Until the next one, I've been Insane Lane, as well as a Canadian girl. Bye-bye.